Hey y'all, welcome back to Pure South Pastures Farm. Today we are going to be moving our meat birds that are currently in the brooder. We're going to be moving them out on pasture. So I want you to see that. So stick around today and let's get these birds that are a little bit too old to be in the brooder anyway, but it's been cold and wet, so that's why I've kept them in there about a week too long, or a week longer than I normally would. Let's get them out on pasture today, and I want to show you how we do that. So this is our brooder setup. I've got the birds freaked out a little bit because I rolled up the door, and we'll do that some in the summertime when we're out here and we make sure there's nothing's going to get in there with them. I've actually thought about screening this door in where we can roll the door up and still have airflow and let the sunshine in, that kind of thing when our chicks are in the brooder. But these birds are about 3 weeks old. I normally put them out about 2 weeks old to put them out on pasture, but it turned off cold. There was nights it was in the high 30s, and it's been raining like crazy. So the last thing you want to do with chicks, with Cornish Cross chicks, is put them out on pasture when it's cold and wet. Now they're feathered out really good. Even if it gets a little chilly, now they'll be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get the feeders and the waterers moved out there. I'll take you along for that, and we'll get these birds moved out to pasture. We'll put them in some crates and put them on my trailer, on my 4-wheeler. It's the same trailer that I take hay out to the field to the cows in and roll out when we roll out the hay in the winter. So we've already put new tarps on the chicken tractors this morning. The chicken tractors are 2 years old. This is our 3rd year, and so those tarps, I buy some heavy-duty white tarps, and they lasted 2 years. So I'm pretty happy with that. So let's get these birds out of here, and we'll move them out to pasture. We'll take you along for the journey. Come on with us. All right, so we got everything loaded up. We got it on the trailer, and you're getting ready to take the chicks out to pasture. Let me just tell you how I like to do this. As we get ready to put them in the chicken tractors out there, I like to have the chicken tractors completely set up with the water in place, the feed in place. That's just the way I like to do it, because then you're not bringing chicks out and then trying to get in the tractor, put out their feed. You know, they're in a new place, and you're not having to walk around them trying to, keep from stepping on them. So I like to have the waterers in place and full, the feeders in place and full. So when you put chicks out there, they can instantly have feed. That helps them feel a little bit more comfortable. They can instantly have water. It helps them feel a little bit more comfortable. So that's the way I do it. So we've got it all loaded up. You can see the white feed bin. That's what we keep. This is always crazy because it's backwards, but that's what we keep the feed in in the pasture. So we just keep that filled, and that's how we feed them into the feeders. And then you got the green bucket's got grit in it. By the way, I think grit is absolutely necessary to get the best feed conversion. So if you're not using grit with your Cornish Cross or your meat birds, then I would encourage you to do so. I believe you would see, I know we have, I think you would see a better feed conversion by using grit. That's a starter grit. It really doesn't matter what size. I will, as I use that up, I'll use a little larger grit. But so we got our waterers are full, and we'll get all that out there. I'll take you with us. We'll get it all set up, and then we'll come back. We'll put the birds in crates, and we'll haul them out there. And when we put them in there, everything's set up and they're ready to go. And the sun's coming out, man. It's gonna be a great day to put birds on pasture. Even though we got a little bit of rain coming tonight, I've got to get them out of the brooder. I'll show you in a little while. Cornish Cross birds or meat birds, they get so big and they just poop too much to keep them in the brooder too long. So we'll get that done, and I'll show you. All right, so while I'm setting this up, I just want to talk to you for just a minute about the chicken tractors that we choose to use. We use the Suscovich style chicken tractors. You can look them up online. There's plans. You can buy his plans on how to build these. John Suscovich, this is a great plan. I know people have built these or adapted these, but this is why I use these. I'm 6'2", and I can get in this and move around. I don't have any shade to throw towards Salatin style tractors or his plan. I think in certain places of the country those work great because you can put more birds in them. That's the positive to the Salatin style tractors. But in Arkansas, with our heat and humidity, I have friends who had the Salatin style tractors with the metal tops. And I know people put plastic, corrugated plastic on top of them too. But with the metal tops, they've actually lost birds, cooked them basically because they're so low and they get so hot. And for me, you can't get in a Salatin style tractor like I can. I'm walking in this tractor now, and so that's why I chose to build the Suscovich tractors. I wanted to be able to get in them and to be able to get in and feed and water and do what we need to do. So I really like these chicken tractors. This is the third year using them, so I think we've put them to the test, and I think I can speak from experience that they work really well. So if you're looking for a chicken tractor plan, I would encourage you to find the John Suscovich plan. You can buy the book for, I don't know, can't remember if it's $19, I think. You can buy the book, and it's got the plans and all of the cut sheets on all the things that you need, all the cuts you need to make to be able to do it. So he makes it really simple, and it's worth the money for sure. So that's the chicken tractors we use. And if you have experience with different chicken tractors, if you want to leave in the comments here and just talk about your experience or what you like or don't like about chicken tractors, I think it would be a great conversation for people to learn from, and that's what we're trying to do, right? Just trying to learn together. So anyway, let's get these chicken tractors loaded up with feed and water so we can get the birds out here. All right, let me show you what I mean in this brooder. The last 2 days, I've added shavings to where the chicks were to try to dry it out and cover the manure. And you know, when you're keeping chicks, is what you do. When they're small, it works great. But as these birds get bigger, 3 weeks in, man, it's hard to keep a clean, good environment. So that's why we've got to move them out today. But I'll let you see it. Check this out. So you can see I mean, it's just soiled really bad. The outer edges have a little bit of dry shavings, but everything else is bad. So we're going to get in here. We'll raise the light bar up. We'll get in here and get these birds in some crates. We'll put them on the handy trailer, and we'll take them out there and get them out there where they belong on pasture. They're going to love it out there. They're going to love it. It's going to be great. Oh, here we go. Getting them in here on grass. That's what we want, guys. Come on now. Hey, if you're looking for a great place, I don't get anything for this. I'm not an affiliate in any way. I just am a customer of Select Hatchery. For 3 years, we've been using Select. They're in Iowa, and we just had great results from their chicks. So we get day-old chicks in the mail. This round, we didn't have any deads when they came in, and we've only lost 2 in the brooder. So, and we got 85 left. So, yeah, they're a great hatchery. I recommend if you're looking for a good hatchery that has a fair price. They're a great hatchery. If you're within shipping distance of Iowa within 2 days, I would recommend that you use them. So that's Select, S-C-H-L-E-C-T, Select Hatchery in Iowa. So here they are. All of them in the tractor. They're already pecking it. You can see right there. They're already pecking at the weeds, the grass, the seeds. That's what they do. They're gonna put down tons of manure and fertilize naturally our pastures. Look at this little guy. He's not growing out very good. Not exactly sure what the issue is, but we'll watch him. He looks like a 3-day-old chick instead of a 3-week-old chick. Not exactly sure what's up with that, but sometimes it happens. Normally, it's not uncommon in 7 to 8 weeks with good weather, with nice warm weather. Not hot, but nice warm weather. It's not uncommon for our chicks to, or for our chickens to have a 5 to 7 pound carcass weight. So they grow out really fast, really good. We'll process these at 7 weeks. Some people are looking, we have a lot of different people that buy our chickens, and some people are looking for a big bird. I have people that they request those, but a lot of families, because of the price and just for their family, they'd rather have a 3 to 4 pound bird. So we try to grow a variety, keep a little bit of both. Look at them. They're finding seeds and bugs, stuff they've never seen before. There's a little cow manure to scratch. This is what God made them to do right here. Be on pasture, be on grass. So every day we'll move these the length of the tractor. So today it sits here. Tomorrow, tractor will come up and it'll sit right here. Then the next day it'll be up here. And I don't know if you can see it, but all the way down there. Let's see if I can find them in focus. All the way down there by those posts is where they will end up. So they'll be down past that gate before their 7 weeks is up. And all the while, they're going to be laying down tons of nitrogen right here on the pasture. It's going to make the pasture better for the cows. It's going to make the grass grow. And we're building soil while raising animals. That's what we do here at Pure South Pastures. And we believe this is the way God created it to be. I'm not knocking going out and buying fertilizer, not saying we never would, but we're trying to keep our input costs down. I'd rather raise an animal that in turn is putting back on the soil than going and just purchasing inputs to put on the soil. It's not as fast. This isn't going to increase our production as fast as going and buying fertilizer. But this is the way we're going to choose to do it for now. And if we have to do something different in the future, then we'll make that decision. But right now, this is what we're trying to do. And we've seen some good results from it. We've seen, you can definitely see strips where the chicken tractors have been, where the grass just begins to pop. So that's really cool. Look at them. They're going to town, man. Loving it. Hey, thank you for joining us today at Pure South Pastures as we move chickens out to pasture. Hope you enjoyed that and learned something from it like we did. I always learn something when we're doing stuff here on the farm. So we're on a journey of learning. This is our 3rd year. This is our 3rd year of chickens and cattle and pigs. And so if you're learning along with us, would you do us a favor and subscribe if you haven't already? Hit the like button on our videos, share our videos, even hit the notification bell so that you can get notifications every time we post a video. We appreciate it. That helps us so much. And our percentages of people who are subscribed and watching our videos is going up. So help us with that. Don't cost you anything. Just hit that button for us and subscribe. I appreciate you doing that. And I appreciate you joining us today. We'll be back soon with some more chicken videos, some cow videos. And until then, I hope God blesses you. Hope he blesses all you do and that you have an awesome day today. Make it great.